Hey guys, it's Finn again from The Better Gentleman and welcome to Tech Tip Tuesday. And for this week's tip, I will be showing you guys all the different ways you can take screenshots on your iOS and Samsung devices. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are only here for one or the other, so I went ahead and left timestamps for you down below so you can skip to the part that you want to go to. Alright, so we'll start with the iOS devices first. So the traditional way to take a screenshot on an iPhone, this is actually going to vary a little bit depending on whether or not you have a home button. If you don't have a home button, it's going to be your volume up and your side key. But if you do have a home button, all you have to do is hold down the side key and the home button together, and that'll take your screenshot. So that's pretty simple and basic, but there are two other ways you can take screenshots as well. The first way is you can add this little floating button, and the second way is you can double tap on the back of your phone. And I'm going to show you guys how to add this floating button first. And to do that, all you have to do is go to your settings. You're going to scroll down to accessibility. You're going to move down to touch. And this little floating button is going to be under the Assistive Touch. And so basically what Assistive Touch does is it gives you like this little menu over here. It gives you a couple options. You have your control center shortcut. You have your home button shortcut. You have Siri over here, and you have your notification center, and you can also set up custom gestures as well. But to get to the screenshot, you're going to hit device, and then you're going to hit these little three dots over here, and then you'll see you have this option for a screenshot. But there is an easier way to set it up. So if you go back here under the Assistive Touch settings, you can set up custom actions. So right now the single tap opens up your menu. Your double tap, you can set that to do your screenshot or even your long press. And there are a bunch more options, so you can go ahead and see if you want to set up anything else. And the cool thing about having this little floating button is that you can just move it anywhere at any time, and it's not really intrusive because after a while it just goes ahead and grays itself out, and it doesn't really interfere with anything that's going on. So if you had it over here, for example, and it's grayed out, it won't block you if you're trying to go to the app behind it. And I will admit that a couple of times it has gotten in the way, but for the most part it hasn't bugged me that much. But now I'm going to show you guys my favorite way to take screenshots on iOS, and that is the double tap. And there was like this thing on TikTok where like a lot of people said like, oh, if you tap on your little iPhone logo, that's not really what it is. But you can tap anywhere and it'll take your screenshot. And also it doesn't really matter if you have a case. So for example, if I put in my case over here, you can go ahead and take screenshots that way. It has no effect on it. And to enable the double tap, all you have to do is you go back to your settings. It's going to be under accessibility again. You're going to scroll down to touch one more time. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, it's hidden right here for your back tap. And if you select back tap, you can either have a double tap or a triple tap. And again, it gives you all these options you can go through and you can see what you want to assign it as. And real quick, I wanted to show you guys also how to go ahead and do your screen recordings. All you have to do is launch your Action Center. And you have this option down here to go ahead and start your screen recordings. If you do not see this little option, all you have to do is go to your settings one more time. And under settings, you're going to go to your control center and you can add these little different options. So if you don't see the option for screen recording in your control center by default, all you have to do is scroll down and add it in there. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and move on to the Samsung devices. And when it comes to your Samsung devices, the traditional way to take a screenshot is your volume down and your side key. And they'll go ahead and take your screenshot. But we actually have two more options for Samsung devices, and we also have one additional one for the Note series itself. Alright, so your first alternative, and this is actually my favorite way of taking screenshots on Samsung devices, is by using the Edge panel. So if you open up the Edge panel, you can actually go ahead and enable Smart Select to be pinned over here. So you can go ahead and have these quick toggles to take like rectangular screenshots, oval screenshots. You can even make animations. And if you wanted to enable this, all you have to do is go to your settings and you select Smart Select and you can have it pinned with your Edge panel. Alright, and that was my favorite way, but we also have another way which I think is pretty cool. Kinda gimmicky, but I can see why some people would like it. And that is the palm swipe. And basically all you have to do is take your palm and swipe it across your phone and it'll go ahead and take a screenshot for you. And that should be enabled by default, but if that didn't work for you, all you have to do is swipe down and go to your settings. And then you're going to go ahead and scroll down to advanced features. And under advanced features, we have this option for motions and gestures. And all the way at the bottom of motions and gestures, we have this option for palm swipe to capture, and you can enable it or disable it from there. And so those options should work for most Galaxy devices. But for the Note series, we actually have one more option, and that is by using the S Pen. And to take a screenshot with the S Pen, all you have to do is pull out the S Pen and you get that Smart Select option right here. It's very easy to use. You can go ahead and select which shape you want it to be. And you can edit it as well. So you get like all these little options over here. So I think that's pretty cool. And actually within the S Pen menu, we have a little more of a shortcut if you wanted to go ahead and notate something on the screen. All you have to do is go over here to screen write. It'll take a screenshot, and then you can go ahead and edit the screen as you see fit, and then you can share it down here at the bottom, or you can just save it on your phone. Alright, and just like I did with the iPhones, I will go ahead and show you guys how to do screen recordings on your Samsung devices as well. So all you have to do is pull down on this top menu, and I actually have it pinned here at the top. But if you don't see it within your quick actions, you can go ahead and pull them down one more time, and you'll see you have like all these options down here, and it should be one of them. And if you did want to go ahead and move the screen recording option like I have over here, all you have to do is select these three dots in the corner and you go to edit buttons. From here you should be able to pick and choose your buttons and move them around as you like. Alright guys, so that was actually it for this week's tech tips. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have any questions about anything that I've shown in this video, please leave a comment down below. If you guys have other ways of taking screenshots, you can share those down below as well. If you found this video helpful, a like would be massively appreciated. And for more tech content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.